Welcome to Food Genesis. Almost everything you think you know about your favorite potato dishes is completely wrong. The global history of the potato is a chaotic timeline of military confusion, royal psychological warfare, kitchen garbage, and petty chefs throwing tantrums. Let us start with the biggest lie in fast food history: the French fry. French fries are not French. They were invented in Belgium during the late 1600s. The villagers living along the River Meuse caught tiny fish and fried them for dinner. But during one brutal winter, the river froze solid. In an act of desperation, they took potatoes, sliced them into the shape of little fish, and fried them instead. The lie began during World War I. American soldiers stationed in Belgium tasted these fried potatoes for the first time. Because the Belgian military officially spoke French, the soldiers assumed they were in France. They brought the recipe home and called them French fries. Today, McDonald's sells more French fries in a single day than the entire nation of Belgium produces potatoes in a week. But long before the world fried them, Europeans were absolutely terrified of the potato. When Spanish explorers brought the potato from South America in the 1500s, Europe spent 2 centuries refusing to touch it, believing it caused leprosy and moral corruption. That changed because of a chemist named Antoine-Augustin Parmentier. He staged an iconic piece of psychological theater in 1787, planting a massive potato field outside Paris. During the day, he hired heavily armed royal soldiers to guard the field, making the public believe the king was protecting a priceless treasure. But at night, Parmentier told the guards to leave the field completely unprotected. Just as he predicted, local citizens snuck in under the cover of darkness and stole the potatoes. The reverse psychology worked perfectly. France began eating them, and the rest of Europe quickly followed. Once the world accepted the potato, every culture realized that frying leftover pieces was the ultimate culinary shortcut. In the late 1800s, cooks in the northeastern United States chopped up leftover boiled potatoes and fried them in a skillet, creating hashbrowns. The name comes from the French word hacher, which means to chop. By 1977, McDonald's turned this breakfast item into a global phenomenon with their crispy hash brown patty. Meanwhile, British kitchens were already frying leftover potatoes and cabbage together to make bubble and squeak. In Switzerland, they perfected the crispy potato cake known as roastie. No matter where you go on Earth, people figured out that chopped fried potatoes are irresistible. By the mid-20th century, the potato transitioned from a survival food into a massive cash cow for American restaurants. Look no further than the loaded baked potato. For hundreds of years, a plain baked potato was simple, cheap peasant food. But in the 1950s and 1960s, high-end American steakhouses noticed they could not charge high prices for a plain potato. To fix this, they buried it under layers of sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. The loaded baked potato was born out of pure capitalism. A plain potato costs pennies to buy, but a loaded potato can be sold for dollars. The toppings are worth significantly more than the vegetable beneath them. In 1983, Wendy's brought this steakhouse luxury to the fast food drive-thru, creating an instant icon. At the exact same time, another chain reinvented the fry. In the 1980s, Chick-fil-A wanted a side dish to stand out from every other burger joint, so they created the waffle fry. The unique grid pattern is made using a specialized mandolin. The cook presses the potato down, rotates it exactly 90 degrees, and slices again. This intentional design increases the surface area of the potato. More surface area means more contact with hot oil, creating more crispy edges than a standard fry. It was such a massive marketing success that whenever rival fast food chains tried to release their own waffle fries, consumers consistently called them Chick-fil-A fries, no matter who cooked them. The cutting technique became a permanent brand identity. But messing with a favorite potato shape is dangerous, a lesson Kentucky Fried Chicken learned the hard way. Potato wedges became a massive staple of casual dining in the 1980s. KFC introduced their seasoned potato wedges in the 1990s, and they became one of their most beloved global items. Then in 2020, KFC permanently cancelled the wedges and replaced them with secret recipe fries. The public backlash was immediate, furious, and relentless. Customers flooded social media, creating a genuine public relations crisis. The outrage was so severe that KFC was forced to quietly bring the wedges back to select markets just to pacify their angriest customers. The recipe is an absolute chore. You bake a potato, scoop out the hot interior without breaking the fragile skin, mash the filling with butter, sour cream, and cheese, stuff it back inside, and bake it all over again. This doubles the cooking time and triples the calories. But during the mid-century dinner party boom, that extra labor was the entire point. Serving it told your guests that you valued them enough to spend hours in the kitchen. But what about the leftover skins from regular mashed potatoes? For decades, kitchens threw them directly into the trash. That changed in the 1970s at TGI Fridays. A clever cook named Donna Rosenthal looked at the massive piles of discarded potato skins and suggested keeping them, loading them with cheese and bacon, and frying them as a separate dish. The potato chip. It was not created through careful experimentation. It was born out of pure, unfiltered spite. Thank you for watching Food Genesis. Remember to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what is your absolute favorite way to eat a potato? We will see you next time.